Hello, my name is Teacher Amanda.
Mock 1, the letter X tutorial.
My focus on this video is basically just giving an overview of how I would personally do the slides. Please feel free to make it your own. That's what VIPKID is all about, the individuality of the teachers and the unique ways that you can teach your students. So please don't just mimic, but I think it's helpful to see some ideas for inspiration, because I know I YouTubed a whole bunch of people before I did my mock. So I'll be referencing the slides by number. It's a little bit too cumbersome to try to hold up the slides as I teach, and I also want to protect their content. But if you are in the application process, you can of course see the slides I'm referencing. So let's go ahead and get started. For slide 1. Hello, my name is Teacher Amanda. Amanda. Good. What is your name? Henry. Good. Nice to meet you. Yes. How are you? Good. I am fine. Good job. Very good. And that was just like a little correction. They might have said fine or I'm fine or something like that, but it's good to correct and make sure they're saying I am fine, those 3 words. I am fine. Make sure they are able to say all 3. So after you do a short introduction, you can base that off of the curriculum rubric that you were given. You can say nice to meet you, how are you, that kind of stuff. Then you could do just a short intro to the slide. You don't need to say much, but you could just say letter X. X. Good. X. Good. And then move on to slide 2. You don't need to say VIPKID or mock class 1 or any of that other stuff, but just introducing the concept of what you're going to be teaching is helpful. The next slide is going to be your reward system. You basically are going to want to introduce the concept of doing well gets rewarded. So I would say something like, when you do a good job, you get a cupcake, and put it right up in the camera. Ooh, yum. Cupcake, yum. And then you can find a way to put it behind you if possible. It's ideal if they can see it the whole time at some level. And this is a magnet board, so I can actually have the magnets separate and stick them behind me as we go. You do not need to use the helicopter system they provide for you. You can, but a lot of people use a secondary reward of their choosing, so it's up to you. So simply introduce that and make sure it's something that can be visible. That way they can see cumulatively how they've done. And then we're gonna move on to the warm-up. Remember, they do know ruler and robot, so you can use that to your advantage here. So I would do this slide like this. Henry, look, what do you see? And they'll probably say ruler or robot. Good, ruler. Can you circle the ruler? See if they can do it. If they can't, you do it yourself on the screen. Circle the ruler. I see a ruler. Good job, good job. Can you circle robot? And see if they can circle it. And then when they do, good. I see a robot. Good, robot. Good job, good job. And then you'd move on to some of the newer ones. Elbow. Can you circle elbow? And see if they get it. And they might start saying on their own, I see an elbow or I see a elbow, to help them along. I see an elbow. Good job. tomato. Good. Circle tomato. Wait for them to do it. Good. And they might say, I see a tomato on their own. If not, you can prompt them. I see a... Good job. High five. Good. And then last one. Tongue. Circle the tongue. Wait for them. And they should have it by this time to say, I see a tongue on their own. But if not, you can prompt them, I see a... Good job, go Henry, yay! And then table, you can use a small table, print one off, or just do TPR or something for table and say, circle table. See if they circle it. What do you see? Good job! And then you would go ahead and give them their reward. You get a cookie. Woo, cookie. Very good. Yum. Stick it behind you where it's visible and then move on to the next slide. The next slide is review. So they should be able to do this. You can actually use the slide itself. It'll be on the screen, and drawing on it is a great function of the classroom. I draw constantly on the screen. So pretend this is actually the screen. The first one you'll probably help them do, since it looks like drawing a line is a new concept for them. But then they should be able to understand and do it themselves, considering this is review. These letters are not brand new to them. So we're mostly just reviewing the sound and letter name. It also does not specify that they need to say big L and small l, like big and small. So they just need to say the letter name and sound. I would do this slide like this. Look, Henry, can you circle letter L? L? They should circle then and repeat. Good, wait for them to circle it. Good, and then O, O. Good, good. Can you draw a line for L? And see if they don't quite get it yet, that's fine. Show them. Draw a line. Draw a line for L. Okay, and then they might do it, on top of yours. And then move on to the next one. K. Can you draw a line for K? Big K and small k. Draw a line. And then you can again demonstrate if they're not quite getting it yet. You can draw the line for them, but they might understand it at that point. Now you've modeled 2, they should definitely have it by now. So then when you move on to S, S. Good. Can you draw a line to match? And then they should have it by now. Do it themselves. They draw the line. And you say, good job, Henry. And then Good. R. Good. And then they probably won't even need a prompt. They'll probably just draw the line for you. And so after they draw that last line, R to R, good job. High five. Blah, blah, blah. Do something crazy or silly. I know everyone has their own unique thing. I have a pom-pom I like to get out and say, good job, Henry. Get it close to the camera. It's exciting. Just show that you are so pumped about them doing well in the classroom. And they really feed off of that. They do. And then you can give them another reward during this page transition if you would like. Make sure you have enough rewards if you're going to do them after every slide though. But it's a good way to do it in the middle as you're transitioning. Say, good job, you're doing great. And then you can click the arrow as you show them the reward and place it behind you. All right, next slide is more review. They know king, key, and kite. And then you've got elephant, elevator, and egg, and the K and the E in the middle. The goal here is for them to connect the letter sounds to the corresponding words. So king starts with k. You want them to be able to say these phrases. I think doing a comparison here is really helpful. You can do printouts, or if you don't have props for these, you can also just circle on the screen. But I have a couple props that go well with this, so I'm gonna use those. Look, Henry. K, k. Good. Good job. And then I would hold up, remember that K and E is staying there in the middle because it's on your screen. So they've seen both those sounds now. King. King. Listen for it. Good. Elephant. Elephant. And then have them say it. And you can point to your mouth as well. It's just a little hard when I've got both puppets on. Elephant. Listen. Good. Which one starts with k, k, k? King, k, k, elephant. Which one starts with k, k? And if they don't give you an answer, you can give them that one. King starts with k. King starts with k. Good job, good job. Which one starts with e? Which one starts with e? And they should know pretty certainly now, since you're comparing. Elephant, good, good. Elephant. Elephant starts with e. Good job, and you can put both of those away. Look, Henry. Key. Key. Good. Egg. Good. Which one starts with k? Key. Good job. Remember, they know key, king, and kite, so that should be pretty easy for them. Good job. Which one starts with e? Listen. Egg. Good. Egg starts with e. Key starts with k. Good job. Good job. All right, so now you only have 2 left. You have elevator and you have kite. You can do TPR for these. Circle on the screen. You don't have to have a prop for everything. In fact, please don't, because you'll take up too much time. Elevator. Elevator. Good. Kite. Kite. Good. Elevator, kite. Which one starts with k? K, k. And they can repeat that sound just to kind of reinforce. Which one? Kite, yes. Kite starts with k. Good job. Which one starts with e? E. Which one? Elevator? Kite. Which one? Elevator. Elevator starts with e. Good job. And then give them another reward as you transition to the next slide. You get a cupcake, Henry. Good job. High five. Nice work. And hang it behind you. For the memory slide, you can use just the slide on the screen, or you can also use a whiteboard. You can print it out, do Post-its. I've seen a lot of different ways to do this. I'll show you my version since that's why you're watching. Look, Henry, I would circle X, X. Good. Circle the next one. Fox. Good. Circle the next one. They might say it before you. Give them a second. Ox. Good. And then I make it into a song. X, fox, ox. X, fox, ox. Good. X, fox, ox. Good job. Good singing. Good job. And then I would go to the next line. See if they know it. Fox, good job. Ox, good job. Next one. X, good job. So I would sing this as well, but a little bit different than the first one. So the first one was X, fox, ox. Next line I do fox, ox, X. Fox, ox, X. Good job. You can do it twice for reinforcement. Fox, ox, X. Good job. Make them feel like they're the best singer you've ever heard, even if it wasn't so, obviously. And the reason I like the song is because then when you go to the next slide and everything's blank, they have a stronger reference point to know the order of things. It's hard for me to remember as a teacher without some sort of memorization tool on this one. So then you can start on the next slide with the blanks. You can circle the first one. What do you see, Henry? And if they say, I don't know, that's fine. It's a memory game, they may not know, but you can help them. You could flip back to the previous slide, or you could just start singing your song. X. Good. Circle the next one. X. Fox. Circle the last one. Ox. Good. X, fox, ox. X, fox, ox. Then go to the lower line. You can fill them in, but you don't need to. It's just remembering what they are. So on the next line, circle the first one. What do you see? Good. Fox. Yes. Fox. Ox. Good. Good. Fox, ox. X. Good job. Fox, ox, X. Good job. High five. Good job. And then go ahead and give them another one of the cupcakes. You get a cupcake or whatever reward you choose. Good job. You did so good, Henry. Good job. High five. Woohoo. Then you'll move on to the next slide. I think that the song is a good memorization tool. It helps them to recall the information a little more easily. And I also think on this one, they know what do you see, but when you're teaching them initially the order of things, I think saying what do you see for each card is too much. So the first page where it shows the order of X, fox, ox, I think it's easiest just to do kind of the repeat mode. So circle, repeat, because I think this slide can take too long if you build too much into it. So I like just kind of point, circle, repeat to learn it, and then teach the song, and then review it on the memory slide page and move on. The next slide is the watch and say. On this one, it has IX in the middle, and it asks that you have K, R, S, M, and T flashcards in hand. Because it specifically asks for flashcards, I would recommend doing just that. I have a lot of other supplies that I can use for letters that I prefer to flashcards, but I'm gonna follow the instructions because your mock mentor will probably be grading you on how well you followed the instructions. All right, here's how I would teach this slide. Henry, good. Write it in. Ix. Good, and you can use your hands even. Ix. 6. Good, next one. T. T. Good. Replace it on the whiteboard or on the screen if you're drawing on the screen. T. Ix. And they might get it ahead of you this time. Tix. Good job. Good job. They're going to move more quickly because they're going to be more familiar with it. Next one is M. Good. And you don't need to introduce a letter name to the student. You can just introduce the sound. Since we're doing consonant vowel consonant blending, the focus is not learning the letters, but learning their sounds right now and blending them together. Good. Ix. Good. Mix. Good job. Yes. Good. Ix. Ix. Rix, good job, yay! High five, Henry, good job. You can get out the pom-pom again. Woohoo, good job. Now, a quick round of like guess which letter starts the word kind of thing. Mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. And then they'll probably say like M or give you the answer. Basically, they'll give some sort of reply to that. And then you can say, right, mix. You could even show them on a whiteboard. Write letter M for mix. Good job, good job. And then after that, you're gonna move on to the goodbye slide. Great job, Henry. You get 5 stars. That's the secondary reward system built into the VIP Kid classroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I miscounted my fingers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. And you can also count the rewards you gave throughout the class. You got 4 cupcakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 cookies. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Good job. High five. Awesome. I had fun with you. I will see you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye, Henry. See you later. And then that would be the end of your mock class for the lower level. At this point, the mock mentor will give you some feedback based on your first lower level lesson, and then they will encourage you to move on to the intermediate level student, which is going to be a 6 to 8-year-old, and you'll be teaching My Country, My Culture. That video is in the works and will be up soon.